Another multiplayer game?
No, man. Something a lot hotter.
Go for it. Oh, man, get that crap off my computer. I'm gonna get spam forever.
But you gotta check out the Spain with the huge...
No, come on, dude. No, I don't care, bro. That stuff's way too twisted. Dude, you're getting scuzzy.
Welcome to another episode of Cinema Grotesque. I am your host, Travis McKeithen, along with...
Aid Anderson, your co-host. People call me Egil.
All right, Egil, whatever your name is, you fucking broke me this week. You literally found a movie that my eyes hurt. They were rolling so fucking hard during this thing. Why don't you give us an intro for what piece of shit we watched this week?
We watched Seduction, His Secret Life. Now, Once Upon a Lifetime movie.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, this is a Lifetime movie about, and I found this like synopsis, which is equally hilarious as the film. When a popular high school sophomore swimming champion, Justin Peterson, becomes addicted to online pornography, the erotic images infest his mind and poison his life, destroying his relationship with his parents, his friend, and his girlfriend.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's pretty much accurate. And everybody, thank you for tuning in to Cinema Grotesque. That's the whole fucking movie. It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, we got to get into this movie. So,
all right.
like openings, like any great movie, this movie begins with an attempted teen suicide.
Oh, if it could have only ended there. Like, that could have been the whole PSA. You'd just been like, oh, yeah, if you're not good at swimming, don't swim or you'll kill yourself. And I would have absolutely adored this. I would have had fun. It'd been fun for the whole family. I would recommend it to everybody, but it kept going.
Yeah, so, like, he breaks into a swimming hall, middle of the night. It turns out he's all beat up. And yeah, he's all beat up. So, and then he jumps in the pool. He doesn't even attempt to, weigh himself down or anything to help with the drowning, to, sort of fight the fight or flight response, which will, like...
Yeah, he really wasn't prepared as far as that goes. Yeah. He really should have brought a heavy object to beat himself about the head while his head was underwater. I would have gladly assisted if I was there. Because pretty much you're pretty much tattooed from here on out. You've been in a Lifetime movie. You've been in a Lifetime movie about porn addiction. You might as well end it. I mean, there's much better people that have killed themselves.
he went on to, like, the dude who was Jeremy Sumpter. He went on to do Friday Night Lights, at least. Some people like that, I guess.
I suppose so. I didn't look up anything from this movie other than the mom, who I happened to know who it was when I saw her, even though I thought it was somebody else.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's talk about the mom, man. Kelly Lynch.
Yeah, where would we have seen Miss Kelly Lynch, Egil?
You have seen Patrick Swayze give her the business in Roadhouse, one of the greatest movies ever made.
I totally forgot about everything from that movie except Patrick Swayze just beating up hillbillies and mullets, and that was good enough for me.
And like, Kelly Lynch is still smoking hot in this movie. It's like 15 years on.
She's got permanent bitch face, and I'm sure this is going to get us flagged as being misogynistic, but she looks like a bitch throughout this whole movie.
Oh, no, she looks so fucking hot. She fucking does it for me on all levels in this movie. Like, she's got that mom demeanor.
She does.
It's like, I'm going to fucking spank you, you fucking naughty son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's about right. But yeah, so needless to say, of course, we don't get the teen suicide we're looking forward to in this movie.
Now, we cut back to 3 months later. No, 3 months earlier.
Yeah.
And they're at a swim meet, and Justin, as the kid's name is, he wins the swim meet, and his whole family is there cheering him on, and his girlfriend, and like everybody's like all over him. He's made the all-state team. So like, what terror can cause a kid from go to like top of the world to wanting to kill himself in the span of 3 months?
It might
like
as well
this is a
been
very sudden turn of events.
Yeah. This kid, he's on the top of the world. He's relatively popular. He's good at swimming fast. Yeah, he's God damn it. He's
like
he's an all-American
this feels
boy.
more. Yeah, this feels like it should more be a movie about like heroin or crack cocaine or live action role play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, any of those would have been considerably more entertaining. But we've already
so like
it.
he made state. Everything's awesome. He meets up with like the other kids at school. These are the only kids we ever see attend this high school.
Yeah, all late 20 high school students, by the way.
Yes. And like this one chick like immediately starts giving him the fuck me eyes.
At that point in time, they might as well just put up subtitles down on the thing. This is the slut. She is such a filthy whore.
Like, she is so fucking, like, she just wants that fucking D.
Yeah,
she wants the D so bad. Oh my God. Like, even though, like the football quarterback has her arm around her, she's like, I'm fucking this guy, but that is not enough. I need more penis in my body.
Yeah, that's pretty much her entire role in this movie, except for close to the end, but we'll get to that. Yeah, she is a cock magnet.
Yes, and like her name is Monica, and like after she gives Justin the whole fuck me eyes, his friend goes up and is like, yeah, there should be a law against Monica, which her name is.
Yeah.
And okay, so we found out later. I'm jumping ahead a bit, but we found out later that she has a website. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like kind of a MySpace.
It's like if Chatterbait and MySpace fucked, pretty much. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible.
Like, and the website is the worst. It's the worst, like, mid-2000s website you can possibly imagine. It looks, it's not even mid-2000s. It looks like 2000.
I would say at best 2000. At worst, 1998. Web design.
And her status is looking for LOV space IN. Looking for love in her pussy, am I right?
Yeah, pretty much. She's a very one-dimensional character in this. It's like, are you gonna fuck me? And she just kind of walks around and pretty much her her backwards
gives
dialogue.
Everyone the fuck me eyes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is Monica.
See, like, I like a man who knows how to tickle my fancy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume that she spelled the word fanny wrong.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Yeah, in different countries, fanny means vagina instead of in America where it means asshole.
Yeah,
asshole would have been better.
Would both would totally work with this character.
Yeah, that's true. She
wants somebody to tickle her nether region all the time.
Exactly. So yeah,
and like even for a fucking MySpace page, like, it has a disturbing lack of spelling errors and emojis.
That is true. No sparkle banners, no stupid gifts. Yeah, it was just it didn't quite feel right for the time frame.
Like it felt like more something. Yeah, like even for '96, they had like stupid gifts that would terribly animate.
Exactly.
But like, my favorite thing was that her website had a banner ad for ibuprofen. This movie has drug product placement.
Yeah, if it could only have been a better drug. Like this movie, were you, now let me ask you this, Egil, were you totally sober when watching this?
I wasn't for the first time, but
Okay.
I was for the second time.
All right. See, I was 100% sober watching this, and it felt like it was, if I had a soul, which I don't believe in it. If I had it, I feel that it would have holes in it. It would have like cancerous sores all over my soul from watching this. So yeah, I could have definitely used some drugs and or alcohol for this. Next movie you recommend, I am going to buy a fifth of vodka, just in case.
Yeah, keep that in a locker somewhere.
Exactly. Break glass in case of emergency.
In case of Lifetime movie, break glass.
I'm going to keep that written down. But yeah.
So like we cut back to fucking Kelly Lynch, and this she apparently does hair and makeup on the side.
Yeah, we should
like
just
she
works right in there.
Yeah, she works at an office. We see that later in the movie, but on the side she does hair and makeup, and they like constantly remind us.
Oh yeah.
And one person goes to her and they're like, "Look at me, I look like Tammy Faye."
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is Tammy Faye?
Oh God, you had to Google that.
So I had to go Google that. Tammy Faye was an American Christian singer, evangelist, entrepreneur, author, talk show host, and television personality.
And frankly, a scary looking bitch.
This, like, okay, so that's this movie's demographic.
Yep. Yeah, they wear that on their sleeve very early. The main good girl absolutely loves her Jesus.
Yeah, so like speaking of, we cut to Justin and his girlfriend. So they were apparently over at her place and studying and shit, and then they go out on the patio, and Justin starts hardcore fucking making out with her.
Oh yeah.
And just, starts to like grab her ass and shit. And his girlfriend goes like, "Hey, not now." Okay? And then he goes, "When?" So my question was he going to bang her right there on the patio of her parents' house while they were like clearly at home?
I believe so, because the only other evidence of him actually wanting to have sex in this movie was with a wide-ass open door when her mother was about to walk by later in the movie. So yeah, he is the porn. I mean, before even the porn, he was a degenerate piece of shit that wanted to fuck in front of his girlfriend's parents. So he already had problems. Like, the porn wasn't the issue. The porn was just a catalyst.
My question is, how old are these kids supposed to be? What's a sophomore? How old is that?
A sophomore is genuinely anywhere from 14 to 16 years old in America.
Oh yeah, there's no way any of them were 16.
No, not at all. Oh God, that reminded me of possibly the most uncomfortable scene. But we got a little while to go before we get to that, unfortunately.
I'm very looking forward to just knowing what that is. Yeah, so while that is happening, his parents, Kelly Lynch and Justin's dad, are planning a romantic getaway to San Francisco. And this is sort of a subplot that sort of dies in the middle.
Yeah, just kind of really goes away because obviously Justin's dad is I guess he's just a fuck up, is what it kind of gets to at a later point in time. Oh, we're never going on that vacation.
And yeah, so like they're looking at some like bullshit brochure for a bed and breakfast in San Francisco. Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. This bed and breakfast looks kind of expensive." Yeah. Like, it's the fucking Ritz Hotel.
Yeah, I have no idea what they were attempting to do there. I think they were trying to give the mother and father a bit more of a character than, oh my God, my son looks at porn. So
And they were trying to give him that like lower middle class kind of appeal, I guess.
yeah, so
And yeah, but yeah, her dad is like, his dad is like, hey, I don't know, this looks pretty expensive. And then Kelly Lynch just, moves slowly up to his ears and whispers, I'll make it worth your while. And just, I came.
see, that was the opposite effect of me. I was like, really? I was like,
Oh yeah, make it worth my while, Kelly Lynch.
like that to me, to spend the amount of money, I don't know if they ever said where this movie is taking place, but I'd have to imagine it's a little ways away from San Francisco, because this is a big trip for them.
Yeah, this looks like middle America, like, the Midlands.
Yeah, for me, if she's going to make it worth my while, there's at least going to be partial anal fisting going on, and I don't think she was implying that. So I think
I think they're a little more wholesome than us.
I mean, as scared as they are of sex and sexuality, it was probably like a blindfolded hand job, and a dry hand job, not even a good one. I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you sandpaper cuts on your cock.
Oh, like with Kelly Lynch, I would fucking take it, man. Like later, like, and yeah, oh, God damn it. You were fucking reminding me of oh, yes. She's like later on, she's on the phone with her friend who she gave the makeover to, who looked like fucking Faye.
Tammy Faye.
Tammy Faye. And she was like, oh, it was great. When I came into the room, my husband practically just jumped on me. And she's like, and is that a good thing?
Oh, God. Yeah, what type of childish fucking behavior? We'll get to that. We've still got a little while to go, unfortunately, but I've got problems with that.
Oh, man. Later on, just to get the Kelly Lynch bit out of the way, later on, they're like in the bed, and her husband comes home late. It's like, yeah, I'm working extra shifts so we can go to San Francisco. And she's like, yay! And like, she just fucking straddles his butt and like starts rubbing him down because like he's such a good husband wanting to take her to San Francisco. And like, she's wearing those mom pajamas and just, oh my God, I fucking came again. She is so fucking hot in this movie.
But it was movie, so that's what really, I mean, this movie killed my boner very early on. There's nothing that was like, oh, that's great. No.
I was constantly jerking off.
I had to go watch Star Babe again just to get this out of my fucking head. That was how fucking bad it was.
So, okay, Justin and his girlfriend, Justin gets an IM, is like, hey, there's a party, fucking Monica is there. So he's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go to this party. But he fucking takes his girlfriend with him.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the thought process was there. Oh, let's go to here, and maybe while, you're getting drunk and possibly, raped by the football team, I'll go bang this whore chick.
I think
that's probably what his thought process was. This guy has problems.
But yeah, so they go to the party, and like they go there, and it's like a bunch of adults, and like standing on the top of a bench is a fat balding guy who's in a suit singing into a beer bottle.
That was the funniest part of this whole movie, because I had to rewind that and watch. I was like, did I just see that? Is that fucking Paul Bearer from WWE? A big fat man all in black, looks like he's about to go to a funeral, dancing like he's had way too much to drink and no skill at all when it comes to dancing.
So yeah, like we were led to believe that this was a high school party, and I'm like, who invited that guy?
Yeah, I did have to watch it again, so I did see there were some other older people there, so I'm guessing that the parents of the people who were at the party were also having a party for their friends. So it was actually a young and old party.
That sort of, made sense later, but you just can't open on a fat guy standing on a bench.
Yeah,
when you're like, let's go to this high school party.
Something tells me that was the rap party, and that's just all the horrible people that made this movie. They're just really drunk and trying to have a good time, but they know they did a horrible fucking thing, so they didn't have a good time.
I'm like thinking of the thought process of the dad who like comes into the basement, and like all the high school kids are in the basement, and like his friends are all upstairs getting like fucking shit faced apparently because of like fat balding guy.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I'm gonna get shit faced with my friends. Better stick a whole bunch of teenagers in the basement when I'm fucking drunk with a lot of alcohol in the house and not paying attention.
And there was this moment whenever he came down the stairs. I mean, the kids were in there. They were drinking beers and they were looking at inappropriate things on the computer. But then he comes
They were looking at porn.
Yeah, pretty much. Very inappropriate. But then he comes down. They hide the beers and everything. They don't want to get found out. But then he sits, the father of the person who's having the party, stands there and stares way too much. Like they switched it over to a football game from the very, very. When you say porn, you can't really say any of this is porn here. This is soft core piece of shit stuff that I wouldn't even jerk off to, and I've jerked off to a whole bunch of horrible things.
I have a theory about that, which we will get into later.
All right, sounds good.
But and yeah, so I think like he was like this was all fucking planned. He like I'll get my son to invite a bunch of high school chicks to the basement. They're going to sneak into my beer, and then I'm going to fuck some sophomores.
It seemed that way from what I mean, just the look on his face, because they switched it over to a football game from the porn when they hear somebody coming down the stairs. And he looks at that. He keeps from licking his lips, but I have all ideas he was about to lick his lips slowly. When he was watching that football game, which it wasn't about the football game. It was about, I mean, he saw the slut in the corner. The slut was in the corner. Monica was there. Fucking Monica. And he knew he could get a piece if he wanted to, because she pretty much just, I mean, is wide ass open 24/7.
Oh yeah, and like the best thing is like they go into the basement, like they're watching porn. Nobody seems that into it except like maybe a couple of guys.
Yeah, and of
and
course
like there are a dozen people there.
Yeah, and those couple of guys are way too into it, making everybody else uncomfortable pretty much.
And yeah, like some Asian chick is there, like this is like she is visibly very uncomfortable
with the whole situation. She's very mad at her parents for, oh, hey, hey, girl, I got you a job. Oh, really, an acting job? I've been acting my entire life. What's it for? A Lifetime movie? Shoot me in the face. Shoot me in the fucking face. Do I have to do it? Yes, you're under contract. God damn it.
So we already see that Justin's girlfriend is like extremely clingy, prudent, and controlling because they've been there for all of a minute, and she goes, "Are you having fun?"
Yeah, in a really cunty way. I mean, women know what they're doing when they do that. It's like, you're being an asshole. Stop being an asshole. Yes, I'm having a good time. I'm drinking beer. I'm fucking 14 years old. That's what I do.
Well, I mean, he doesn't drink because, like, oh, swim queens don't drink.
Oh, yeah.
Which is an actual line in the movie.
Yeah, the jocks, who I guess play football, I never really paid that much attention, pick on him.
They never go into it.
Okay.
They never go into
it's
it.
Football.
They're just...
By the look of these almost 30-year-old men that are portraying high school students, I'd say it was rather basketball, football, maybe even rugby, some type of really stupid white sport. God, I'm probably going to get hate mail for that. But in America, the only people who play rugby are stuck-up white kids. So that's my explanation.
Reject Britons.
There you go. Yeah.
So they get out of the party, and his girlfriend just continues to blue ball him very much, and he's like, "I want my first time to be magical."
Let me pull a rabbit out of my hat and shove it up your ass.
The first time is never magical. It's always very disappointing
and awkward.
and just
Yeah.
awkward as fuck.
The first time I had sex with a woman, I pulled out and came in her hair. It wasn't intentional. I'm not an asshole. It's just my dick didn't know what to do. So there was nothing magical about that for either one of us. It was just awkward, and I felt horrible. And that's exactly what would happen to these two people. Fucking Jesus Lover and Dumb Swim Man. Or boy.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'm not even going to call him by his character's name. Fuck him.
Yeah. So, okay, so they both go home, and Kelly Lynch wakes up in the middle of the night, and like it looks like she's going to the bathroom, but it feels like her mommy senses begin tingling.
Yeah.
Like she stops. Like we don't hear shit.
No.
But she's like, "What is going on?"
I sense porn in my house.
Like, there's a horny teenager doing something.
Yeah, let me go look. Like a good
we don't hear any noise or anything, but she goes down the hall, and sure enough, her son is there watching porn with the door wide open.
Like, here's a question real quick. This is going to explain a little bit of this movie to me, because I only understand from really my perspective. Did you, when you were younger, when you had the opportunity to watch porn, did you watch porn and not jerk off? Because
no,
because that makes no sense to me.
Yes,
Why?
I think that was the
lustfully looking at a computer screen to where there's not even half naked women. These women are pretty much fully fucking dressed. They wouldn't be looked at weird if they were walking down the road in the outfits that they're in these goddamn porn pics. But yeah, he's just sitting there. Obviously, I know this is Lifetime. They're not going to actually show a kid whip his dick out and start jerking it off. But
you can like imply it.
Yeah, get his shoulder moving a little bit or something. A little bit of something to make it more realistic would have helped this movie out considerably. But no, God forbid.
Well, okay. Let's get into my theory, okay?
All right.
So I think this movie is basically shot through a filter, kind of like in They Live. Like what we're seeing isn't what is actually happening. We are seeing like a filtered version that makes it okay to watch. He was pulling hard on it, and like all the porn was actual porn.
I'm not going to give it that, honestly. No, fuck this movie. I'm going to say that this kid was so fucked in the head that, oh my God, it's a woman showing her midriff. Oh God, I don't know what to do with this, but I am a horny teenager, so I'm going to stare.
Oh God! When later on in the movie, when he's like full on addicted to porn, like he goes into fugue-like states where all he can see is like midriffs and cleavage, and like he doesn't see anything but mildly sexy things.
Yeah, I definitely want to take umbrage with that as well, because there was a couple times that it went in for extreme close-ups, not Star Babe extreme close-ups, but very extreme close-ups of teenage girls' breast. Clothed breast, but teenage girls' breast in this movie.
These were all women in their mid-20s.
I don't know about all those. Monica is barely pushing 18, I think.
No, she's fucking 24 or something, man.
I don't care enough to look it up, but she wasn't. Maybe she just has a baby face, but she did look like she could theoretically be in high school. And there's a scene that makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, so
like nobody can give those radiant fuck me eyes that hasn't sucked at least 300 penises.
Well, there's like 12-year-olds that do that now, though. So I mean, and this wasn't made that long ago.
This was 2005.
Exactly. I was 25, so that means some little 12-year-old girl was probably knocked out 20 kids by then.
Okay, but so let's go back to where we were. Kelly Lynch finds her son looking at porn.
Yeah.
And she doesn't do anything. She's just going to watch.
Like a good mother should.
She's just going to watch her kid jerk off.
Or try to figure out what the hell his dick is, because I don't think he quite understood that this entire movie.
I'm going by my theory of like we're seeing a cleaned up version. Like he was jerking it, and she was just gonna watch him.
Yeah.
Like I think this whole movie subtext is that like Kelly Lynch has a Freudian desire towards her son, and then when he is showing interest to other women, she just goes berserk.
You know what? If I would have went into this movie thinking that, it might have helped out a little bit. I'm going to try to put that into context now. God, what a filthy fucking woman.
Yeah, I mean, we see like later on, we see them like swimming together. She was apparently also a champion swimming. Like this has some very Freudian undertones of Kelly Lynch wanting to fuck her son.
Yeah, actually, I'm starting to see that now. I think that wasn't even undertones. I think that was, now that I think about it, that was kind of prevalent.
Right?
Huh.
Okay. So yeah, this leads into one of the greatest lines in the movie, which is Stevens. So she runs to, like she sees him watching porn and accidentally makes a noise, and her son's like, "Oh my God, my mom's been watching me watching porn." Like she didn't even say anything, dude.
Yeah, that was just kind of a very creepy stare.
So like she runs and goes and wakes her husband. It's like, "Steven, wake up. Justin's looking at porn." to which her husband realized, "Oh, okay, good night, honey."
Yeah, it's pretty much, "Shut up, bitch, go to sleep."
That should have been the fucking end of it.
Pretty much, yeah. "Oh my God, he's looking at porn." And sit down, go to sleep.
But yeah, that's when we get into like the next day. He's watched porn once, and now he's like entering Fuchs-like states where all he can see is like his classmates and schoolmates just navels and cleavages and lips and shit.
Yeah, like it's a fucking horror movie. Like it'll cut to a relatively close up of a woman's girl's midriff or breast, and then it cuts to the hardcore porn he was looking at, aka a girl in a sweater showing her fucking stomach. Such hardcore porn.
So we cut back to Kelly Lynch, and he's talking to like some sassy black lady at her job.
Yeah.
Her actual job, not the hair and makeover. And she's like, What can I do? I don't want to be that kind of mother. But then she just totally becomes that kind of mother.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be that kind of mother that stares at my son jerking off to horrible porn. But I'm going to do it anyways.
But I am that mother, I guess.
Yeah.
Then we go to commercial break, which I love. I love that this movie has commercial breaks.
Yeah, and it paces the movie around those commercial breaks where it's supposed to end on these high tension tones, and it just does it fucking horribly every time.
No. We cut back from commercial break. And he is fucking saving JPEGs onto a Palm Pilot.
Yeah, a big chunky
fucking
fucking PDA. That's not even his, the dirty bastard.
No.
For some reason, his girlfriend, who's Jesus Freak, has a PDA. Which, as I said, this thing you could have killed everybody in this movie with this PDA. It was one of the old ones, like mid-90s PDAs, to where you could bash somebody's head fucking open on. It's pretty much a rock.
Like, oh man, like you were talking about like joysticks making you nostalgic. That fucking made me nostalgic as shit. Yeah. Like mid-2000s technology. Like I never even saw a PDA like in the wild because like technology is stupidly there's like huge customs on it here, or import tax. So fucking nobody had it but dickhead businessmen.
Pretty much.
But yeah, like that looked so amazing. Like those things had fucking 16 megabytes of memory. How fucking large were those JPEGs he was downloading?
Not to mention, in this part of the world, there's no way they had high-speed internet. So this guy was putting in so much time just getting on dial-up, just getting to this horrible porn, when he could have just
and
searched
like
for something
wireless dial-up. Was that ever a wireless dial-up ever a thing?
It was, but it was actually somewhat recently. You can do it, but it is absolutely dumb and not worthwhile.
Yeah. So yeah, it turns out like it's his fucking girlfriend's PDA.
Yeah.
Which like, dude, I'm alright with porn, but downloading porn on your girlfriend's PDA, fucking not cool, bro.
Yeah, it's really tasteless, honestly. I mean, you look at it, sure, but downloading it to the actual device, come on, dickhead.
And like, he was then emailing them to himself.
Yeah, I want to take a moment. I was going to go into this later on. There are people that claim that they're addicted to porn, that they're addicted to sex. And don't get me wrong, I do think that's bullshit. Nothing against you people. I think you're weak-willed, and you can send me all the hate mail you want to. But yeah, if you can't fucking sit through a whole goddamn swim practice without fucking sending porn to yourself over your girlfriend's PDA, which you're also saving it on her PDA, just kill yourself.
Like, at least, like, that's the moment you realize, like, I should probably see a therapist or some shit.
Yeah, I don't care how many hormones you have going on. You have to know when you're doing that you're doing something fucking wrong. You are not.
So, like, she's like, what are you doing with my PDA? And he's like, I'm sending myself an email, so don't forget. What? How beautiful you are.
Oh, God. Yeah. And she fell for that because she's pretty fucking dumb.
Like, she's pretty dumb and fucking, like, just technologically challenged.
Yeah,
because she doesn't find out about this. She doesn't find out about this until the end of the movie.
Yeah, for 2 more fucking acts, somehow she misses out on all the massive amounts of porn that he has been downloading to her fucking PDA.
So when we like cut next to, he's at his computer in his room, and he's looking at porn, and he's burning CDs of porn.
Yeah, he doesn't realize how the internet works, to where you can go to a website over and over again.
Well, I mean, you forget, like, it was the mid-2000s. An internet connection wasn't everywhere. So you had to have your porn on the go, man.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he wanted to somehow find a way of putting that CD in that PDA, which I'm sure they could have done at that point in time.
So while this is happening, like, the worst ripoff of Linkin Park plays in the background. It is amazing how fucking ripped off this song is.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, when I first heard it, I was like, they did not afford Linkin Park for this. And I was like, oh, wait a second, that's probably not Linkin Park.
No, but it is exactly in the end. Just, like, tiny fucking minute differences.
Exactly. I mean, the whole thing is there's a bunch of rap rock guys out there, but these guys, whoever this band was, I hadn't even looked it up. So,
like, okay, I'm going to try to find this. I'm going to find this song and try to put it at the end of this episode. If you don't hear it, then I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I can get it for sure. There might be some dialogue cut into it, but yeah, we'll definitely get that cut into this.
Yeah, really like you have to hear how fucking bad this this rip-off version is.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was just playing. So, it's essentially a porn montage. Was what was going on. Really shitty porn being burned to CDs, and he acted like he was goddamn Mission Impossible on that.
So his brother walks into the room and like, "What are you doing?" And like Justin, like, "No, fuck off, butthead." He's like, okay, I'm telling Mom.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Come in. I'll show you.
Don't fucking snitch, man.
Yeah, don't fucking tell anybody at all, but you're about to see shit that's going to blow your fucking mind. Obviously, this didn't happen. It would be much more interesting if that was the dialogue, but it wasn't. But it was very similar. So we'll go from there.
So we cut, like, he shows him the porn, and then we cut to the dinner table. And, like, this kid has a look on his face like he just saw a snuff film.
He'd just been in Auschwitz for 4 months, was the look this kid had on his face. It was the most convincing acting I saw in this whole goddamn movie.
Yeah, like that face was just terrified. When, so like his mom is like, okay, so what's going on? Like you look like you fucking saw somebody get their head ripped off. And
this
so,
is what's lovely. I love this about the movie.
This scene, oh my, Justin goes, oh, he's just pumped up because he defeated the drug dealer in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
To which the mom replies, nice.
Yeah. So, needless to say, these parents are obviously American because they're totally cool with over-the-top violence for a 12-year-old kid, but God forbid a 14-year-old wants to look at some internet porn. He is Satan, and he must be exorcised.
Okay, you're a 12-year-old, and you're playing a graphically violent video game where you can beat pedestrian to a bloody pulp with a golf club. Nice.
Yep.
You're looking at fucking girls in sweaters showing their fucking navels? You fucking whore.
You're going to hell.
It's garbage. I don't want girls in sweaters showing their navels in my house.
Not at all. I can't possibly deal with that. But you know what? Why all that is and why all that's just totally acceptable? You've got it written in the doc. Go ahead and say it.
America.
Yeah. Welcome to America, to where you can show somebody get their head lopped off on TV, but if you show a nipple, they're going to sue the shit out of you.
Oh my God, that was like such a microcosm of just, wow, shit is fucked up.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much America in a nutshell.
God.
Even today, ladies and gentlemen, come visit America, to where we have our morals back assward.
Oh, that scene, I laughed for like 2 minutes straight. I had to pause the movie because I was laughing so much.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So
now we get into one of the scenes that I have a big fucking issue with.
So, yeah, next scene, Justin is in, he's at the basement where the party was with a bro dude who was holding that party.
Yep.
So they're playing like Call of Duty or whatever with his bro.
Something, yeah.
And his bro was like, just a few scenes ago, was like, yo, bro, you should totally ditch that religious bitch and fucking bang Monica.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do it because her boyfriend is my bro, but you should totally. What the fuck is up with these morals?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that came about as far as that goes. I'm not sure. It's like, I've never heard that to be a fair thing. Like, oh yeah, I definitely want to fuck her, but I can't fuck her because I like the guy, but you don't like the guy, so you could definitely fuck her and no problem at all.
I see no issue with this.
Yeah, and obviously neither did Justin. So, but
so yeah, Justin, like they're fed up with the video game, and Justin like goes, "Hey, bro, like I got the hottest fucking shit," and he goes and like shows him like latex bondage, but it's like all fully clothed and no real bondage. It just says latex bondage.
Pretty much,
and there are women in latex suits.
Pretty much, yeah. There's nothing even somewhat sexual, no matter if you're into latex or not. It's literally like somebody with latex pants on.
And the fucking dude goes like, he reacts like he just showed him like fucking amputee porn.
Yeah, he's like, dude, this is the sick shit. I was like, what's the matter with you, man? Like, I'm not into this shit.
No, like his actual dialogue was, that stuff's too twisted. Yeah. Dude, you're getting scuzzy.
So, anybody...
I know it was the mid-2000s, but no fucking teenager talks like this.
They don't.
Especially not in regards to porn.
No matter what porn it is, a teenager would be like, okay, cool. All right, I'll give it a go.
Or he was like, yo, bro, not cool.
Yeah, pretty much. And that, yeah, it was pretty much saying, if you're into BDSM, you're disgusting. Congratulations.
And And his reason for not wanting to see that is that he's going to get a lot of spam emails.
I'm going to get so much spam and the weird stuff. Man, take that shit off. Fucking hell.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, so like Justin, like, he gets this look like he's a dog that has been, like, kicked. Because, like, oh, you're not into it?
My friend doesn't like the same kind of fake porn as I like. Boo-hoo-hoo.
No, and that's again, like, we go back to my theory. In what was actually happening, he fucking showed him amputee scat porn and fucking pulled his dick out and started jerking it. Yeah. That's the only thing that would legitimize that kind of a reaction.
Yeah, I would actually tell you that would make a lot more sense. So yeah, I can see in your considerably better version of this movie. Yeah, that's how it should have been.
So like he crawls back home with his tail between his legs, and we find out what he does at night.
It's a montage time.
It's a montage of like a whole night or multiple nights where he just looks at porn and drinks energy drinks.
Yeah.
He has a fucking drawer, a huge drawer filled with a case of energy drinks.
Horrible porn brought to you by Rockstar and Red Bull.
And like the energy drinks are clearly more of a problem than the porn. Am I right?
Oh, he definitely. Yeah, he's got.
Nobody should drink. Like, he has a fucking trash can that's just full of fucking energy drink cans.
Yeah, he's got an issue, and his heart's going to explode by his 16th birthday.
Yeah, and like he's already a swimmer, so his heart is like always working overtime. And like, yeah, what's good with that? Fucking energy drinks.
That's funny. He's probably gonna have a heart attack before he even realizes he can play with his dick. I'm fine with that. Die, you dickless wonder.
So my question about this movie, oh my God, I think you might be onto something. He doesn't have a dick.
That makes sense.
He doesn't have a dick.
So, okay, that is definitely
his
subplot
problem.
That I think is even more interesting than the. We'll add the mother still being a horrible Freudian pervert to the fact that she gave birth to a monster without a dick. And yes, I said monster because he didn't have parts, just like the fucking Avengers movie. Shut up, people.
Yeah, like he's just completely Ken doll down there.
I can see that now. It makes a lot more sense. It reminds me of the Unsullied from Game of Thrones. They still want to fuck, even though they have no way of fucking. So yeah, I get it. Okay, that's where we're gonna go. Justin has no dick. That should be the title of this fucking episode.
That's the title of the movie. Yeah. Justin has no dick. So like, my question is like, what would this movie be like if Justin wasn't a championship swimmer? Like, that is the only thing his family cares about.
Yeah.
Like, his girlfriend cares about. Fucking Monica cares about. People only like Justin in this movie because he's good at swimming.
Well, because he has no fucking personality at all. He swims and he looks at porn. That's what he does. That is Justin in a nutshell. He does nothing else. Occasionally he'll look like he's scared and lost, but I think that is his attempt at acting, I believe.
So yeah, like, all he does is swim, not fuck his girlfriend, and look at porn.
Yep, that is Justin in a nutshell.
Like, and I think like they've kept the fact that he doesn't have a dick a secret to him. He thinks like that's the norm.
Yeah, he thinks everybody else doesn't have a dick either. He's just like, okay, bro, you want to see my nub?
Because he never looks at porn with a penis.
No, not at all. In fact,
he just looks at ladies standing around.
Exactly. He's a fetishist of everything except naked bodies in this, pretty much. Like, here's a navel.
Like, we fucking cracked this movie wide open, man.
This is some fucking, whatchamacallit, Illuminati shit. We're on to something here.
He's been writing CDs of porn, and like these porn CDs have some of the best labeling ever.
Oh, I want to get a tattoo of the main one they show on there just because it's so beautiful. It's just really, really beautiful.
So yeah, this CD his brother steals.
Yeah,
and puts in his pants.
Yeah, we'll do a quick backstory. Not that it matters that much, but essentially, as we were saying earlier, the kid was going to tell the parents that he was looking at porn. So Justin shows his brother porn, and then it affects his brother in a deep, dark way.
Yeah, it's like a virus.
Yeah, exactly. So needless to say, now his brother is occasionally looking at porn. So yeah, now he doesn't want to go online because his mother's already found out that Justin's looking at porn. So he finds his secret burnt CD labeled none other than, I'll give it to you, Eagle. I'm sure you'll say it funnier than I will.
Virgin vaginas.
Fucking virgin vaginas.
I think that was the title of Drake's last mixtape.
It could have been. That is pretty much. It's beauty in simplicity. It's poetry. Could be a good punk rock band name.
It could be like fucking anything. Virgin vaginas. Like, if I find a CD called Virgin Vaginas, I'm just going to stare at it in amazement, not going to put it in a computer, but just stare at it in amazement. Like,
as you should.
Is someone going around and taking pictures of virgins' vaginas with their consent and they are overage? It's like the most obscure fucking fetish. Just close-ups of vaginas that are virginal.
Yeah, I thought about that way more than I should have when it went on, and to the best of my knowledge, it's probably just that. It is. It's maybe a not a. I am missing the name now. A gynecologist who is a horrible pervert. Who essentially goes in and does pap smears, and when he does that, he happens to also take pictures. And he's a horrible pedophile, and he should be stopped now.
Oh, God.
If we're going dark on this movie, motherfucker, I'm going all the way.
Yep. So, like his mom finds the CD in the sock drawer, the literal sock drawer. You don't keep porn in the sock drawer. It's the most obvious.
Especially when your mother does your fucking laundry and she has to put away your fucking socks. You dumb little shit kid.
Put it under the mattress, you idiot.
Exactly. Nobody checks there unless they're looking for porn. Then they probably will check there.
So, yeah. So, like, they wait for fucking Justin to come home. And they have this big confrontation.
Yeah.
And, like, his brother is like a total bro, and he's like, takes the fall for him. It's like, I just found it, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely not him. It's definitely not the guy you've already caught looking at horrible, horrible porn already. And by horrible, I mean not porn at all. It's me. It's me. Punish me. Don't punish my stupid swimmer brother.
So this leads to the mom just going haywire, and seems like buys multiple like programs designed like to like firewall and shit.
Well, like net nannies, pretty much is what was.
Yeah. Three different kinds of net nannies.
Yeah.
So who knows what horrible bloatware she's installing alongside with that, because. Like, she can't even set it up. She has to get, like, his brother to fucking fix it for her.
The one that they just caught with porn, they're having him help her set up the net nanny so they can't go to porn sites. Fucking beautiful.
And, like, his kid... But he, like, I have to give it to this kid. He's like, this is, like, garbage. We can, like, circumvent this with no fucking issue.
Yeah, and it was pretty much, you're old and don't realize that we can get through this. Like, if you set up something to not go to porn sites, guess what? We'll figure it out before you do.
And, like, Kelly Lynch is just so defeated by this.
Yeah.
She was so heartbroken. Oh my God.
She thought she got him. She thought she had a way of getting him to stop watching the porn. She was going to go and use technology against technology, but she was just fucking stupid. So that didn't work.
So like she's moving the computer into the family room.
Yeah, because you could have done that first if you really had that much of a fucking issue with it. If you have a computer in a teenager's bedroom, guess what's going to happen on that computer? Fucking porn.
A lot of it.
Always.
Weird shit.
Very weird shit. Like pictures of your naked mother.
Like, they're 15, you know? Like, they're fucking figuring themselves out. Take a chill pill, man.
Yeah, fucking Puritans.
But like, Justin clearly has a problem. Like, looking at porn is not the problem. Going into a fucking liquor store to look at porn.
I didn't even know what was going on there. I thought he like went into like a heroin den or something like that. I was like, hey guys, don't stop what you're doing. I'm just going to go look at some horrible porn. And they're like, okay, oh, look at the kid. He's into porn. Let's go ahead and kill ourselves slowly.
And let's go smoke some crack because it looked like the most dingy liquor store in existence.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It looked like there was
which for some reason had a fucking computer. It was a Nat Cafe, but it was just one computer in a liquor store.
Exactly, a bunch next to a bunch of trash and just random shit. It literally looked like, okay, well, this is the back of a kitchen somewhere to where we store all the trash. This computer doesn't actually work, but we saw a computer there, so let's pretend like he's on it looking at not porn.
So yeah, Justin finally decides, okay, I'm gonna get my non-dick wet and meet Monica at the diner.
Yep, he's tired of his Jesus girlfriend who's not going to put out no matter what. So he's like, you know what?
She's just fucking with him. She knows that he has no dick.
She has to. I mean, she's rubbed up against it more than a couple times.
Yeah,
and now she's curious.
She's just fucking with him. She's just fucking with him. It's like, how fucking miserable can I treat him and not tell him this terrible secret without him just getting fed up?
Exactly. Wish that would be a great ending to this. But yeah, for the most part, now he's like, okay, you know what? I've looked at enough porn. I know what I'm doing now. It's time to find the slut. And the slut.
I've seen enough navels. I know what I'm going to do.
Oh, exactly. You stick your finger in the ear, and that gets the girls to go, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And then it's all fucking gravy from there, baby.
And then in the end, you put the hand on the boob.
Yep. Once you put the hand on the boob, babies are made, like so many babies, and you've done your job as a dickless wonder.
So, speaking of putting hands on boob, he goes to meet Monica at the diner.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding. This is uncomfortable territory. Because goddamn, yeah, needless to say, they go there. Oh, do you want to fuck? Yes, I'd like to fuck. Okay, we should go to my house to fuck. Let's sit here for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna bring your hand over to my boob, my small, which looked like a prepubescent boob. I'm sure she was fully of age or whatever, but it was a small, like a child's boob is what it reminded me of. That's what I was portraying.
No. No. She had tits, man.
But no, the boob squeeze that goes on from there is possibly the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life. It's literally like I've shit my pants, and it's been less awkward than how this guy squeezes this girl's boob.
Yeah, he just looks like he is like edging while he's squeezing that boob.
Yeah, I mean, at that point in time, that's the only thing I can imagine is because it goes in just for very slowly, and it's not even like when you grab a boob typically. I mean, it's a full palm type thing. You get on there, you kind of give it a little bit of a squeeze. He goes on there like his hand is fucking Gollum, like from Lord of the Rings, and he's reaching for his precious. And yeah, needless to say, it's just really horrible.
Okay, so yeah, but I have to say, like, fucking Monica would, like, the actress, she would be amazing in porn.
I think she would. Not. She probably has been. I'd like to do research on that because she does have that ability.
She's yeah, like it's fucking wasted. She could be fucking killing it.
Oh yeah,
doing porn. Because, like, she has those fuck me eyes. She can say the stupidest shit and still make it sound sexy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's got her job down. I mean, she knows that I am here for the unlimited usage of my holes, and I'm going to play that up.
So, like, she says, like, I knew from the first time you saw me that you wanted to be with me. But she still makes it sound sexy.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, in a late 90s way, even though this was made in the mid 2000s.
I think this was like made in 99, but didn't actually get released until 2005.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can imagine. Is, back in 1994. Oh, God, there's this thing called the internet, and people are putting their genitals on there. We better get something made, and nobody would publish it.
Like, we cut back to the family, and they're all sitting, like the rest of the family, they're sitting and watching a movie, and there's a fucking VHS cover on the counter, on the coffee table.
Oh yeah, I did see that. And
oh, that's a fucking VHS. It's fucking 2005. What?
Yeah, there's something extra going on here. And so once again, I really don't give a fuck, so I'm not going to look it up because this movie has kind of lessened my lifespan in a little way. It's just made me really just hate a lot more. Like I was getting to the point where I was happy with life and I was fine with my station, but now I really just hate everything all over again. So this movie's definitely done its job in that regard.
Congratulations. Now you know how I feel after I watched Star Babe.
Yeah, I can imagine it's a similar feeling as far as that goes. Except,
so yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, wait, Darth Vader?
I was going to say, yeah, I would watch the Darth Vader rape scene 100 times over before watching this again.
Okay, so yeah, now you know how I feel.
I got you.
Yeah, like he like has his hands on her boob, and she's like, we should go to my place. My parents aren't home.
Yep.
But then when he does later in the middle of the day, her parents still aren't home.
Yep.
I'm guessing that she is living alone and like has like she's an orphan and makes all this money doing internet porn.
That's a decent possibility. Whether that or she did kill them.
Yes, that is very much a possibility, as we will go into. But yeah, so like he fucking like looks like he's going to shit his pants. It's like, no, I've got this history paper due. I gotta go.
Yeah, I got homework. I'm feeling like a man for once without a dick.
But the best thing is then the next day she goes up to him and she's like, last night was sweet.
Yeah, you grabbed my boob in a very uncomfortable way. So that was so amazing. I came so hard from you creepily fucking essentially brushing your hand by my tit. You fucking stud, you.
No, we should point out that like the whole second act in this movie, nothing basically happens.
At all.
Like, first act, he gets addicted to porn. Second act, he is addicted to porn. That's all that happens. And like his brother sees porn and he infects his brother with pornitis.
Exactly, and that's really all that happens. For this is actually one of the first movies we watched that is a full hour and a half long. Joysticks was very close, but this one actually does rank in right over an hour and a half. And God damn it, why'd it have to be this one? Yeah,
it feels like it. I will admit that like that whole second act just drags on.
Yeah,
but
it was. His mother's still disappointed that he's addicted to porn. How about let's do that 20 more times? Okay.
Oh, he's still doing shit at swimming after becoming addicted to porn. Let's do that for 3 times.
Yeah, that's one thing we actually skipped. Come to find out, if you get addicted to shit porn, Egil, you cannot swim fast anymore. You'll never be able to properly show up at the meet.
Well, Like the whole thing there is, it's not because he's watching porn. It's because he's staying up until fucking 5 a.m. drinking energy drinks. Of course you're going to get fucked up doing that.
And not jerking off because he has no dick. So he's got a massive backup. Because the whole thing is, I mean, he doesn't have a dick for sure. But I think he still has testicles. So he's still producing.
I think his, like, yes, I think he has some sort of special, like, ingrown testicles that still produce semen.
Yeah, so he's all kinds of fucked up in the head.
So yeah, we kick into high gear for the third act when his girlfriend finally figures out that he's been downloading porn on her PDA.
Oh my god.
She goes through the search history, which I'm going to make the fucking bumper image, but it is the greatest thing ever because his searches are not include but are not limited to big-breasted beauties.
Okay, that's kind of standard.
Best legs ever.
Kind of weak, but I'll take it.
Super shots, which I'm guessing they were going to write super sluts, but slut was too like extreme for like TV 14.
It could have been, or it could have been porn to where they use super glue to shut the woman's labias together. That's a porn I can get interested in.
So, okay, continuing. Tender toes.
What the fuck is tender toes? I know people are foot fetishes, but is that a name? Somebody who's a foot fetish, write us in and let us know if you've ever seen a porn called Tender Toes. And if you fucking whacked off to it. I want to know about that.
And finally, colossal cleavage. I mean, Justin's just fucking fancy with his porn searching. Like, he was just looking for foot fetish shit, but looked up tender toes.
Yeah, at that point in time, I don't know where you would get there as far as that goes. I don't know where the journey started and ended to get to fucking tender toes. I understand colossal cleavage. He doesn't like looking at bare tits. He has a problem. He is scared of tits. So looking at a large amount of cleavage, yeah, that's probably great for him. Super Shuts. I want to watch this. I'm going to search for it after this podcast. If I can find it, I'll put it in the notes. Best legs ever. Sure, if you're 7, sorry, anybody who's a leg fetishist. And big-breasted beauties. That's a good standard all-American
Why not just
porn.
big breasts? Why big-breasted beauties?
Well, you can't have them ugly bitches with the big old titties, Ego.
I'm interested in big breasts, but they also have to have beautiful faces.
That's my thought process, at least. No butterfaces, big titties. But yeah, so she finds this horrible. Go ahead.
Justin's just too fucking fancy with his porn searching.
He really is. He's gone down the rabbit hole a little bit too far to where he can't be helped anymore. He really is just he's done and over with. So yeah,
so like his girlfriend just like screams at him and storms off.
Yeah, while at one of the swim meets.
And again, we get this whole beaten dog face from Justin. It's like, ooh.
Oh no, somebody found my inner starkest secret. I like toe porn.
And like, I don't remember if it's, I didn't write it down, but I don't remember if it's before this or after this. It's somewhere at this time frame where we see Justin coming out of the shower. And he is confronted by like the bros.
Oh yeah. I think this was beforehand.
Yeah, but I just have to bring it up because I just remembered. This is the most unintentionally homoerotic scene ever put on film.
Yeah, there's a...
Because, okay, so it's like this small, frail-looking dude.
Very, very... he does have a swimmer's body, though, so I'll give it to that.
Yeah.
Good casting.
Yeah, good casting, but he looks very, like, tiny. And he's surrounded by bigger, burlier men who go like, "Hey, leather boy, Kinky the Clown. What, do you like looking at pictures of women? Yeah. What are you, a fucking faggot?
Yeah,
don't you like?"
They pretty much said that. Yeah, if it was not on television, that would have been the exact quote.
Like this huge bare-chested, just wearing towels men circling this small man and just berating him for liking women.
Yeah,
This was like so fucking uncomfortable.
Hey, bro, you want to suck me off? I bet you would have sucked me off, you fucking homo. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Yeah.
You look at ladies, you fucking faggot.
Yeah. What the fuck? That was essentially the entire premise of it. And it made little to zero sense, except all boys that age, especially when you're almost 30, have some type of weird feelings towards other half-dressed men, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, God. So he goes to the library after his girlfriend just chews him out.
Yep.
And so he's there at the library. Obviously, they have firewalls and shit at the library.
Oh, yeah, gotta find a way around that because he's obviously addicted.
Yeah, so he pulls out a USB stick, which made me pause because why is he burning porn onto CDs when he has fucking USB sticks?
Yeah, the only thing I can imagine in that situation is somebody finally slapped him. Maybe one of the bros said, "Hey, dude, I heard that you burn your porn on the CDs. Get with the times, man. It's 2005. Use this." And actually gives it to him for like a hand job and maybe a little bit of light fingering of the anus. It was a lovely scene that was cut out of the movie. It really should have been left in.
So the firewall now and the USB sticks, of course, don't have just like porn on them. No, it's a hack to get through the firewall.
Exactly. This is turned into the 1995 movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie back when she was attractive. Ooh, did I say that? Yes, I did.
He puts in a USB stick and somehow that magically disables the firewall.
Yeah.
I don't think that this kid is exactly zero cool.
No, he's definitely not, and this kid isn't smart either, so yeah, it definitely wouldn't have happened. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Sure, this dickless wonder knows how to hack into computers.
And yeah, so he's at the library looking at porn, and then Monica gets in there and she starts studying. The only time in this movie where she isn't giving someone the fuck me eyes.
But she was studying dick, I'm pretty sure. What was in those books were just random pictures of dicks. And she's like, oh, okay, well, if I go at this one from a different angle, I'll be able to suck them off with 3% more efficiency.
So he then, fucking Monica's there. And he goes to fucking Monica's website.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Monica is there like 5 feet away from him. All she has to do is look up, and she's like, he's looking at my semi-nude photographs while I'm here.
Yep.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah, at that point in time, somebody in the library should have saw that, called the police, and had his fucking ass arrested. Because that is some weird, just dark shit that's bound to happen due to that.
So he gets caught, and he gets suspended from the swim team, and detention and probation, yada, yada, yada.
Yep.
And so, his mom's like, okay, we've just cut off the internet. And you would think that would be the last of it.
Yeah, that could have been where it ended. No longer did dickless wonder get addicted to internet porn because he didn't have access. But no, it kept going on. So,
we cut to a scene that shows him basically going through withdrawal. It's like the scene in Trainspotting where the baby comes crawling on the ceiling, but more terrifying.
Pretty much, yeah. This that's the only thing they could imagine is, oh god, it must be like drug withdrawals, and this kid thinks he's gonna die because he can't look at not porn.
Because he's flailing about in his bed, extreme close-ups, and he's having hallucinations of scantily clad women in a neon lit room for some reason.
Yeah, it looks like, I thought he just got transported into a harem or something like that. They all have silken scarves that they're going around like they're in fucking Cirque du Soleil. And it's just kind of strange. I didn't get it. I don't understand. I've never been through porn withdrawal.
Yeah, so he wakes up and he's all sweaty and shit. And so he goes into the family room where the computer has been moved, steals his mother's credit cards, and buys back internet and a whole lot of porn. Like, a fucking lot. Like, if my kid would do this to me, I would like have to be physically restrained in order not to choke it. Yeah. Because how fucking stupid are you that you have to pay for porn?
Agreed. Even back in 2005, I can tell you for a fact it was very, very easy to get a hold of free, real porn. And if you're just looking at that stupid shit, Google image search. Google was around 2005. Guess what? You could have fucking asked for Twinkle Toes there and got it for totally free. Even videos.
Tender Toes.
Yeah, Tender Toes. What it? Fuck this guy.
Twinkle Toes wasn't Starbait.
Which was a better movie. I'm going to go back and watch Starbait. Oh, it was so much better. Okay, let's not forget the subplot real quick. One thing that I think needs to be mentioned is that the mother gets a little bit more screen time because she has to talk to her Tammy Faye friend about, oh, didn't you leave your husband because he was addicted to porn?
That was the same character?
That was the same character, yeah. Like they're
I
not
had
even,
no fucking idea.
I don't know if they're even friends, but literally she just comes up and accuses this woman, says, didn't you leave your husband because he was addicted to porn? And she...
Wait. Didn't she, like, early in the movie, call her and it's like, after the makeover, my husband was all over me?
Something like that, yeah.
What the fuck is going on with this character?
Nobody cared about the script. They just wanted to pop this thing out. AKA...
They go and, like, my husband was addicted to porn. He didn't want to touch me. He only wanted it. And, like, they don't even say masturbate or jerk off. Yeah. They just cut off in the middle of the fucking sentence.
I would even come to him, and we would try to be intimate, and he would just go to the living room where the computer was. Oh, fucking hell. Then obviously you need to learn how to suck a dick. God, I'm just being very misogynistic this episode. I want to personally apologize to any of the ladies who might be listening to this. I am not a misogynist. This movie just made me hate everything.
But yeah, the thing is, like, that fucking subplot, it goes nowhere other than you know, convinced Kelly Lynch that porn addiction is a thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a horrible thing, and it tore apart this girl that I did her hair once.
Okay, he goes and buys a lot of porn.
Yep.
And then the next day, he finally gathers, like, enough courage to go up to Monica's house and, like, rings her bell. Is like, hey, I want to go hang out with you. And she just pulls him in, and she is just down to fuck as shit.
It's time to fuck time. And you came to the right place.
She goes, takes him upstairs, and is going to fuck him right there on her parents' bed. That's how much of a shit she doesn't give.
Yeah, she just loves the dick so much. He even offers to go into her room to fuck him, but no. I want to do it here.
She fucking gets off on it.
Yeah, it gets off on leaving certain types of biological fluids on her parents' bed. That's the way she gets back at her parents, is she pretty much just has cum and piss and shit and everything all over their bedspread, and they don't know any better.
Like, do you think it's more her mom or her dad that she likes that is sleeping in her cum?
Oh, she obviously has daddy issues. And yes, once again, another misogynist thing to say, but guess what? She does.
Yeah, so, like, there's going to make out, and it's all going to happen, and, like, she goes, I'm not like that fucking what's-her-face. I'm not like her. I'm fucking wild, and I'm going to fucking suck her dick.
Yeah, I'm not that Jesus freak. I know how to take you in all my holes at once.
And this completely fucks him up. He's like, Amy, Her name is Amy.
He literally, it's like he's been to war and he saw his first IUD explode his best friend in front of him.
Like deer in headlights, like, this isn't how I pictured it to be.
It smells like vagina in here. I gotta leave.
And of course, because he is obviously crazy as shit because he wants to fuck everyone.
Yeah.
She fucking freaks out on him, which only goes to show if you're going to start to put your dick in crazy, don't fucking back out of it.
No, you better go ahead and get the enjoyment out of it while you can.
I mean, there is a saying, don't put your dick in crazy, but like, and if you're going to do that, don't do that. Don't go halfway and then don't put your dick in crazy. That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, pretty much at this point in time when she feels dejected from Dickless Wonder, she needs to do something about it. And there's only one thing you can do when you feel dejected by somebody who doesn't want to fuck you.
And that is to fucking crack your head on a bathroom counter.
Yeah, like cartoon style. Like this wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna hit my head on something so it looks like I was hit or abused or something like that. No, she full on like Three Stooges it up, brings her head back so she gets extra momentum and just slams her fucking head right down onto the bathroom sink. And then she comes up with...
It's amazing that she didn't fucking crack her skull open.
Yeah, she would have been dead from the sound effect that it gave. She would have... brains would have been oozing out of her fucking head at that point in time.
Like, this is some grade A crazy going on. Which, like, at that point is like, I know why there are never parents there. She fucking killed them and ate the bodies.
Yeah, she totally killed them because they didn't want her to go to prom or something. Like, something very minuscule.
No, yeah, she posted, like, her first, like, totally innocent, sexy pic onto MySpace, and her parents freaked out about it, and she just fucking killed them.
Yeah, with a hatchet or something.
Because, yeah, she's just crazy as fuck, which I have to say just did it even more for me. I don't know who would I pick, fucking Monica or Kelly. Kelly Lynch.
Yeah, there you go.
God damn it, yeah, I don't know who I would fucking pick, Monica or Kelly Lynch. Like, this movie had me hard almost all the time, except when Dickless Wonder was on screen.
Yeah, that didn't help anything. Yeah, if I had to choose them between the two, I would have to go with Monica just because, yeah, crazy fucks much better than stuck-up mom does, from my experience.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just think she's never had the good dicking she needs.
Yeah, but you have to put in time.
Would unlock.
This is so. We're gonna put a fucking Gamergate tag on this thing. There's so much misogyny in here.
Trigger warning.
Yeah. Oh God, if you're a woman, be careful. You have a vagina.
So okay, we cut back to the house, and like the credit card company has called Kelly Lynch. Like, yo, there's fucked up shit going on your credit card.
Yeah, did you get
she goes home
too?
And she goes home and is like, okay, I found the folder. And like, the porn starts torrenting out of the screen. And it's like, they keep coming. I can't get out.
If you think back around the late 90s, early 2000s, whenever spam first really became a thing in pop-up ads, that's what this was. Like every movie that said, oh my God, look at all the pop-up ads. They just blink and blink and blink and come up and come up and come up. And it's all the horrible porn he's been looking at the whole time, as far as it goes. It's all the fully dressed women.
Won't stop. Oh, the humanity.
And then you, of course, have mom and dad there pressing every button on the keyboard except Alt F4 to get rid of anything, or clicking to get rid of anything. And then Dickless Wonder decides to run in, and oh God, he sees what they saw. So the only way to get rid of it, obviously, is unplug the fucking thing. While they've already seen it.
You know what my fucking favorite part about that scene was?
Mm-hmm.
It's that when he goes to pull out, we see like the final image. So like if we go by logic, they would probably show like least worst to worst.
Yeah.
Like it would be the worst porn in the end. And the last fucking image we see is a fucking clothed hentai movie. Like a clothed hentai anime babe.
Yeah. That's god damn it.
He got into the hentai. That's fucking scuzzy.
It is, yeah. That is scuzzy. Sorry, everybody who listens to this. If you're into hentai, you're a little bit weird.
We're just pushing off everybody with this episode.
Yeah, we got to. We're kind of in for a penny, in for a pound now. So yeah, needless to say, oh God, he's doing porn again. We're so very disappointed with him. At some point in time, like his dad's gonna fight him for some reason because he ran up a credit card bill on porn. Like, go ahead, hit me, Dad.
Yeah.
Hit me, Dad. Is it gonna make you feel better? Hit me, Dad. I learned it from you.
Yeah, well, it was basically that fucking scene.
Pretty much, yeah.
So like they have like this big family thing. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get help. I'm gonna go to the therapist.
Yeah, I know now that I have a problem, and I'm going to get help.
So he goes back crawling to his like girlfriend.
Yeah. He begs his mom, I know I'm grounded, but I got to go see my girlfriend. You can't go to see your girlfriend because you're grounded. Well, I really need to do this. So like, okay. Yeah. And then fucking mom's like, okay, but I'm driving you.
So he goes back to his girlfriend's like, I was kind of thinking about going back to church with you.
Yeah, I know what I did was wrong, and I'm so sorry. Let's go to church together.
Which leads the best line. She says, wow, that's radical.
In 2005, that's radical.
Well, she is a like hardcore Christian. I wouldn't put that past
true.
them.
Yeah, they're probably still doing that in 20 years. But yeah, what he says next is wonderful.
I kind of need to get radical.
Fucking hell. Fuck you, dickless. Fuck you, dickless. Fuck you, Jesus. Bitch, go both drown yourself in the pool.
Which only thing missing from that was like, I need to get radical with Jesus.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that at that point in time. I was like, okay, after this, there's just going to be a big fucking ad. Come to Mega Church 101 at fucking wherever. Because that's all it was.
Now we're at the end, and there's one like plot element that needs wrapping up.
Oh yeah,
fucking Monica.
Remember Monica?
Crazy ass Monica.
Yeah,
crazy ass Monica. She banged her head on the bathroom table, but instead of doing something like legitimately horrible, like going to the police and like said like, yeah, he tried to fucking rape me and beat the shit out of me.
Yep.
She instead just goes to her boyfriend. Is like, he would try to force himself on me, and like
who's already the bully
of the fucking
in this situation. He's already like the bully guy who calls him Kinky the Clown and all this other shit. So he's already a bully that you're fucking his girlfriend. You should expect some type of retribution eventually from this.
Well, yeah, like that was my point. Like he's fucking getting off lightly with that fucking shit.
Oh yeah, because the whole thing is, yeah, he's walking home for some reason, which I thought his mother brought him out there. I don't know how he's walking home.
Yeah, well, she drove away, and then, like, instead of calling her, he decides to walk home.
Yeah, because sure, why not? So, needless to say, the bros, the bully bros, the Monica, the person she's actually fucking, actually sees it while they're at a gas station getting gas. It's like, hey, bro. There he is. So, yeah.
And they just go and, like, put him into the car and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, well, beat the shit out of it a way of, like, it's a little bit more than tickling. Well,
I mean, beat the shit out of him for a Lifetime movie.
There you go. Yeah, that works, actually. So, yeah.
Everything in context.
Exactly. Then they throw him out of the car in some type of, like, dirty alley. or something like that. And I think he finally found Jesus. He learned the error of his ways. But is it enough?
Well,
is
yeah,
it too
I mean,
late?
you're never truly liberated until you get beat the fuck up by fucking jocks.
Pretty much.
That is the true road to salvation.
Exactly. So
like then we're at the beginning of the movie where he like goes to drown himself.
yeah, breaks into the school and gets in there, jumps in,
And then we like go to the cheesiest fucking flashback scene ever. He's like under the pool. I'm gonna drown myself. And like we have all these flashbacks of everything being horrible, and here's the thing that fucking seals the deal with the Freudian bullshit this movie pulls. The moment he's like, I found my reason to live.
yeah, it's
He like
his mom
jumps out of the water and it cuts to him and his mom swimming in the pool.
Yep.
Like, oh yes, I wanted to fuck mommy all this time.
I can't look at porn, but mommy's gonna let me stick it in her pooper.
And like that's just the end. That's the end.
Freeze frame on like a kind of smile after he starts swimming laps again. I'm gonna make it through this. I'm gonna make it through this porn addiction by fucking my mother.
Yeah, that's and going to church.
Yeah, Dickless Wonder, I salute you for being in one of the worst movies ever made. This movie has literally damaged me.
This is one of the funniest fucking movies ever made for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, God.
I was laughing constantly at this.
I just imagine that at some place in middle America, there is some woman who had no knowledge at all of internet porn, saw this movie, and just went into her kid's room and just started beating the shit out of them. Like, fuck you, you're sinful, you're dirty. What did I do, Mom? We don't even have internet or a computer because we can't afford it because you're a meth habit. It doesn't matter. You're looking at porn because fucking Dickless Wonder was looking at porn. So I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Yeah, I have all ideas that happened at one point in time. So for that, this movie has committed a horrible sin, and I hope that it burns. I hope every last copy of it is destroyed and burnt and shoved up fucking Dickless Wonder's ass.
You're fucking never getting my copy of this.
I will send people to Iceland. I know people. We must destroy every copy.
I fucking love this movie. I'm kind of stoked about how like fucking differently we were acting to this movie.
Which is
because
strange because I enjoyed Starbase more than you did as well. In that regard. I think I enjoyed joysticks as well, more so.
Yeah, but like we have what kind of twisted shit I'm into.
Yes, obviously. We have found out your kinks. Cool. And yeah.
Terrible Lifetime movies. That's what I'm into.
Yeah. We need to cleanse the palate after this one, which is good because I have something that is perfect for cleansing. It is a movie I absolutely adore. Directed and written by Bill Weathers, who is Bill of Bill and Ted. Bill Winters, is Freaked, starring a whole list of 80s people. Everybody from Mr. T to Bobcat Goldthwait, Gilbert Gottfried's in there, just so many people. We'll explain. I won't even go into it right now because it's such a fun movie. We'll go into that one next week.
Oh man, that sounds like a treat. That sounds way too good for this show.
I almost didn't pick it because it does technically in foreign territories, not in the U.S., have a Blu-ray release. So I was very questionable about it because we don't really want to do movies that are in Blu-ray because that kind of defeats the purpose of Cinema Grotesque. But that's a special kind of movie that I absolutely, I think it's wonderful. That is absolutely horrible in our regards, but really enjoyable. But needless to say,
I'm looking forward to it.
What are your final thoughts on this horrible piece of garbage that I
On
watched.
Cyber Seduction, His Secret Life, which I fucking even love the title of this movie. Like everything about this movie is just fucking garbage in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Because you're just essentially fucking laughing at fucking conservative America.
Pretty much. I mean, this is even relatively extreme for the time, I think. I think this is just so out of left field. It's such scare propaganda.
Yeah, which I don't know. I fucking laughed so much at this movie that like I couldn't fucking recommend it enough. I fucking love this movie for all the wrong reasons, I guess.
For me, do yourself a favor and just go watch porn. Masturbate, have a single nice feeling in your life, and just forget this thing ever happened. Just pretend it's not a thing. We're just bullshitting. This wasn't actually a movie. We're just going on about bullshit. This was all a fever dream that we're going on about. There were funny parts in it. I'll openly admit that I absolutely hate this movie, but I did laugh quite a few times.
I hate what this movie stands for, but it delivers its message in such a toothless and just fucking pussy way that it doesn't even get to be offensive.
Yeah, virgin vaginas, at that point in time, that kind of won me back a little bit. A burnt CD with just virgin vaginas written on it. Definitely.
Tender toes.
Fucking tender toes. Oh, God. I'm going to name my next animal that. But yeah, no, I would not recommend this. I think it's horrible. I think that I wasted a part of my life doing this, and I hope this movie burns in the fiery pits of the made-up hell that it believes in.
Oh, well, I guess we're going to be split on this one, but I'm looking forward to next week. I love fucking Bobcat Goldthwait and Mr. T. This is going to be a treat for me.
So look forward to Freaked coming next week. Until then, make sure you go on over to Shatter.media, the one-stop shop for video games, movies, and really our ridiculous asses are there doing things. So, yeah, make sure to check it out. There's other podcasts. There's other movies and videos and YouTube stuff that I do. And Egil, it's God damn this movie. I can't get it out of my head. But until next time, everybody, thank you so much for showing up to another episode of Cinema Grotesque, and we'll see you later.
Goodbye.